Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountain, but he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backward.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're sans people, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives. God, Jack, I don't know. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now?
Now is not the time, Jack. Please. I have a commitment to this. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the mafia works. If I can't find someone, you know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. And fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder. Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, in one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kid's body. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt... That sound right to you?
12 complete. In progress.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier.
A man? What man? Who let him?
No, I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables.
Damn. Okay, let's see it. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew I killed Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
progress. Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here. 710A in progress. Nine 11 in progress. 710A. Looks like we have a situation here. 412 feet.